Hello, I'm the Billings Bandit. I haven't posted a video on this channel for over a year, I think. It's been a long time. I'm going to start doing them again, but don't worry too much about structure or themes or series. I'm just going to kind of wing it. Just going to kind of talk to the camera, see how people like it. I don't really have much of a political background. I like movies and TV, but I'm not an expert. Video games, most of the time, are either too tough or too complicated for me to get a lot of enjoyment out of, so it's going to be just general topics, stories, crap like that. I hope you enjoy it, but do me a favor and don't like and don't subscribe. And if you have to leave a comment, keep it negative, please. I guess the first thing I kind of feel like talking about is a recent experience at the bar that I had. It was profoundly upsetting and incredibly entertaining at the same time. I was there basically to drink, wallow, just kind of be a buzzkill to anyone who felt like there was something they loved enough that me destroying it would ruin their whole night. You know, just being an asshole. I can be very funny sometimes when being an asshole, but most people do not like it. So these days, instead of, actively seeking out people to screw with, I just sit there in silence and try to let them come to me. Now, the biggest problem tonight was the first two people who sat down immediately started talking to me. And they had an opinion on everything. And every opinion they had on anything was stupid. It was based on ridiculous nonsense, and it was hard to even really listen to everything they were saying. One of those kinds of people where it actually hurts to talk to them. And eventually I kind of got to the point where, I can withstand this. I've become immune now. Like I've dealt with it for like the last 10 minutes and I'm starting to get used to it. It's like just a really bright light. Eventually you'll get used to it. A couple of women come out. They're fairly attractive. One of them looks kind of young though. Turns out I'm not the only one who saw them. These two guys immediately go into creepy mode. Like they're just right up in there. And it was gross. And I was trying to, ignore the whole situation. It's not really my problem and I don't care. Maybe they'll get laid tonight, maybe they won't. None of my business. Unfortunately, I have a limit. I have this thing where I kind of love a damsel in distress. I like to jump in and be the hero, even if it means getting my ass kicked. And when this guy goes to this girl and he wraps his arm around her and he freaking holds her hand and then he immediately starts battle rapping right into her ear. Like just spitting all over her fucking face. Battle rap, battle rap, battle rap. I don't know if you know what a battle rap is. I have never seen one in real life. I thought it was something from the movie 8 Mile. This dude is doing it right to her face. It hurt to watch. It hurt to listen to. And I was like, alright, man. It's hero time. So I was like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? What is this? What are you doing? And he's like, I'm a rapper, man. I rap. I freestyle rap all the time. And I was like, okay, well, hey, show me, man. Come around the table here. Show me what you got. He comes around the table, far away from her, and I look over at her, and she gives me this look like, and I was like, yeah, okay, fine. I rescued her. Mission complete. So he starts freestyle rapping. I was like, let's have a battle rap, man. You do a few verses, I'll do a few verses. We'll see who's better. I wasn't gonna do a good job. I was gonna let him win. Thought it'd be fucking funner that way. He, without fucking breathing, seemingly battle raps at me for a full fucking 7 minutes. I want to say it just went on forever. It felt like a million years, and the whole time he's spitting at me. He's drunk and he doesn't understand that there's just too much moisture in his mouth to keep using peas so constantly. And eventually I had to stop him. I was like, dude, you gotta, please, you gotta stop. Alright? You said you wanted to do a battle rap and then you just go on for 7 fucking minutes and none of it's about me. It's all about you. It's the most pretentious and stupid rap I've ever heard and you never even gave me a chance to retort. And even if I wanted to retort, I probably would have just said, you suck at rapping in a way that rhymed. It's upsetting what you're doing right now. It's hurting me. The whole time he's staring at me, like angry. I'm just like, fuck, I crossed the line, man. I'm sorry. It's just like, man, I don't mind. You don't like my style. But don't interrupt my flow like that, man. I had a good flow going. Tari. What the fuck? What is happening to me in this situation? Like, I feel like I was in a cartoon, man. His flow? He's worried about his flow? Jesus, God in heaven. So anyway, he finally goes in to have a drink. And on his way out, he's just like, man, you might be a good guy, but don't ever interrupt my flow again. And I was like, go away. He went away. I looked over at the girl and I was like, well, that was an ordeal. And she says, you know, he's fucking really lucky I didn't stab him. And I was just like, you stab him? That was gonna happen, you were gonna stab him for battle rapping at you? Yeah, I kinda get it. And then she busts out 3 different knives, and one of them's like that cat claw shaped thing where like it snaps out and it's a cat claw. Like for throat cutting and shit, for like jugular shit. And those are like just the 3 knives she had on her at the time. Her purse was in the car that her friend drove her there in. She could have easily grabbed another knife. And the more I got to know her, I played pool with her a little bit. I hung out with her and her brother, and she would have stabbed him. I thought I was rescuing a damsel in distress from being battle rapped at. I was rescuing a damsel in distress who was battle rapping at someone. I saved that motherfucker's life that night. She would have cut him to ribbons. The more I got to know her, the more fire she was. And I'm incredibly attracted to that kind of thing, which is why I stuck around for so long, despite the danger aspect of it. But holy shit. Holy shit. He has no idea how lucky he is I was there to stop him from rapping at this woman. Now, her friend, this whole time, is getting hit on by the guy he's with at the bar. The guy who's battle rapping has a friend. He's been there the whole time. He's been kind of less talkative, but he's been there. And he is hitting on this girl's friend like crazy. Like, he's getting all close. He's whispering in her ear and shit. And she looks absolutely like fucking mortified. Like, she's so grossed out by this dude. And, you know, 3 or 4 times, the girl that I was saving from the battle rapper had told me out loud so everyone could hear that she was 16 years old. Her friend was 16 years old. Friggin' the girl that I like met with the knives, she's like 21 years old. But her friend's only 16. She's just hanging out at the bar probably because she looks a little older. But this dude heard that. This like guy who's like 20, at least 22, 23, maybe closer to my age. He heard that and he's just like, no, I'm gonna go for it. We're gonna lay the groundwork for like 3 years from now. That's disgusting. She actually just freaking fled. Like maybe 10 minutes into this entire ordeal, she was out of there. Before the dude even started battle rapping, she had bailed because of the creep factor. And I don't blame her for doing so. It was incredibly disgusting. But, I mean, holy crap, man. What do you do in a situation like that? What do you do when you realize that you can't tell who's crazier? The woman that you thought was being accosted, or the guy who almost got stabbed for battle rapping? which I hate battle rapping as much as the next guy. I don't want anyone being stabbed over it. I also don't want 16-year-olds being, victimized in statutory rape. I don't like any of that stuff. Old-fashioned that way. I ended up getting a beer and playing some pool with some people. It was an okay night, but then later on, let's just say I had to go to a party where there were supposed to be 5 people. It ended up being closer to like 15. I'm not a big crowd kind of guy, so it's a story for another day, though. Anyway, just as a reminder, don't like, don't subscribe, only negative comments. Have a good one.